Hi, folks. This is Chris Voss from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Be sure to check back daily. The thing I want to talk to you about the end of this month is celebration. It's the 1-year anniversary of thechrisvossshow.com. A year ago, at the end of this month, Will started thechrisvossshow.com. I'm a person that's relatively unknown other through social media marketing. And we basically took the website and learned a lot over the past year. One thing to remember here when I talk to you about it is that like most of the business I've invested in or owned or started as an entrepreneur, I didn't really know much about building websites and making them successful, et cetera, et cetera. So it was a work in progress through most of the year. The other element that impacted it was, for the most part, most of our work went into our other clients' stuff. And sometimes when you do work for other people, you reach a point where you kind of neglect your own. So it did win its fair share of neglect over the last year. But here's the great thing, and I think this is a wonderful thing, given this isn't a sales site, given it isn't a retail site, given that it's just a blog for a person. But in the last year, we have done, at the end of August, I should say, August 2010, if you're watching this later, at the end of August, we will have hit over 250,000 page views. 250,000 page views. Let me repeat that. 250,000 page views. The first amount of people that hit the Chris Voss Show on the first day was about 83 people, or 83 individual people. And what was really great about that is we did that with the drive of social media. It wasn't waiting for Google. I mean, I think it took Google like 3 weeks to a month, and for us to get all the analytics in place for them to record stuff. So some pretty incredible stuff to take and do in such a short amount of time. And then from there, the traffic grew. All controlled by social media. All controlled by social media. Did I mention it was controlled by social media? This is the power of social media if it can be done right. Now, I get a lot of people that criticize me and what I do. I get a lot of the jealous people that are out there. I've been throwing a lot of crap at myself for the past year. But when it really comes down to it, if you want to throw crap, if you want to say, I don't like what Chris Voss does, ask yourself on your blog, do you have at least 250,000 page views in 1 year? Given, I think it's going to be a whole lot more because we did a lot of tweaking, especially over the last 6 months, to make the site work really well. And we're going to continue to tweak and make different improvements as we go along. So I think it's a big thing. So happy birthday to us. It's been 1 year, 250,000 page views. And I would like to speak to all my naysayers out there, all the people who go, I don't like what Chris Voss does. It's always about the content, number one. And number two, it's using social media in the right way to be successful. So if you want to complain about me, take a look at your blog. Did you get 250,000 page view hits? If not, maybe you shouldn't complain about what I'm doing. That's just my point. Now, of course, it could have been a whole lot better. We could have had a whole lot better results. But like I said, it was a work in progress. And for somebody who didn't know what they were doing when we first got into this, it did pretty good. If you need consulting for social media, and most likely you do, and really want to know how to make social media work, aside from all the major BS that's out there, call me at Strategic One Consulting and or my staff and figure out how to really get things going on. Thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com, and please wish us a happy birthday down below. Hopefully next year will be much higher. Bye-bye.